Hello and welcome to another room here on TryHackMe. We're gonna tackle the one called Fowsniff? Fowsniff? Whatever. CTF, it's a capture the flag, it's a thing. Hack this machine and get the flag. There's a lot of hints along the way and it's perfect for beginners. Now, I believe that the easy rooms on TryHackMe is the one that contains the most learning material. So really, I think we should do more of the easy rooms because they're quite fun. So deploy the machine and click that you did that. Okay, right. So the Bootroot machine is brilliant for new starters. You will have to enumerate this machine to find open ports, do some online research. It's amazing how much information Google can find through decoding hashes, brute forcing a POP3 login, and much more. This will be structured to go through what you need to do step by step. Make sure you are connected to a network. We are, yes. Critics to Berserk 0 for creating this machine. Alright, so the machine has been used for explicit permissions of the creator. Alrighty then, so I think we should basically just do some stuff. You know, a lot of these doesn't require any specific answer. That's quite interesting. Not really sure what to do. Anyways, let's just start. So I'm gonna take the first tab here. I think we should grab the IP address. That would be quite good. So let me grab it. And let's do an in-map scan. I think we're just gonna do normal in-map scan like that. You know, I'm not really sure we're gonna do much more than that. And then it says something like using in-map scan machine was porter open. Isn't there a way to answer that? No? Alright, so we will just say that port 22, 80, 110, 143 is open, which kinda... I think it kinda fits the difficulty of machine. Also mentioned POP, and there's a web page it seems, so it's on port 80. Let's go ahead and check it out. Well, yeah, it takes a while. It takes a long while. There we go. Alrighty then. So this is the web page. It doesn't really seem like there's anything going on here. Look at the source page. So it's standard HTML5 design by some guys, it would seem. Maybe, I don't know. Not really interesting, to be honest. Doesn't really give us anything. No explicit pages, anything to watch. So what we could do now is just copy paste the IP address and go back, and just to be clear, we could start a derp for today and just put an HTTP in front of it. I think it uses the common. Yes, it does. We could probably override that, but let's just not do that for now because this is an easy machine. So let's stick to this the easy way. Alright, so we answered the question, using information, look around, what can you find? No answer needed. Well, a web page, I don't know. Pop stuff, using Google, can you find any public information about them? Yes, we can, but what is the hint of these? There's a paste bin with all the companies. Oh, so they want us to. That is the thing, because I'm not sure how much they want me to do on this particular machine. So what we're gonna do now is basically go to Fowsniff Corp. I guess we should copy paste that. There you go, Fowsniff Corp, and then go ahead and look at this. There's a walkthrough I clicked on once. Did I really? We're not gonna look at this. This is not the thing. I haven't solved the room. That's quite interesting. Maybe I looked at it once. So let's see what we can find by just looking at this. You know, it's a lot of things going on here. Just a lot of web pages and stuff, and we can. Oh, there's a paste bin right here as we were told there is. Now, if they didn't tell me that in the hint, I would definitely never look for it, because I wouldn't be sure what to use it for. Because when I do the TryHackMe rooms, I'm not really thinking about full reconnaissance, just thinking about, you know, doing something to get rooms solved. But yeah, in this particular case, let's just have a look at it. And basically we see a lot of email, and I guess this is MD5. But let me just try and crack one of this, so I'm not a robot. Yeah, so we can decrypt the passwords and stuff from this particular page. MD5 insecure. I was right. So let's go back to the page here and say that we found passwords, email address. Can you decode them? Hash killer, crack station. I mean, it's sized as the same thing. I use crack station because I think it's better. So let's just using capture. Can you metasploit to brute force the POP3 login? Now, if you take the hint on this, you see that you get this particular, you know, script you can use here called the POP3 login. So what we should probably do now is go back to the startup metasploit console, just like that, and I'm really sure how much we should do with all this. Where was it? You can just copy paste it, I guess, and just put it in there. And the very first one was mail calls. Let's just check that. There, I don't know if we should do much more. We just, you know, can we just paste more in? Whoop. There. Can I do that? Ah, I could. Never thought about it, to be honest. Just most occasionally only crack one at a time, so let's just take all of this now. It's a process, kind of boring in a way, but you know how it is. Just delete all of this from the colon, I guess it should be called. And unrecognized, let's see. There you go. So now that we couldn't find that, really? Selena? No. Well, it would seem that Selena's could not be found. Stones, sorry, stones. That's the way it is. Well, we have a lot of, you know, passwords already, so let's just manage, I guess. This doesn't really matter with the stone one. And I don't know what to do about this, but let's just go in and say search POP3 login, I guess. There is the auxiliary scanner right there. So let's just view 0, clear, show options, and basically we can create a password file and we can create a user file. So yeah, what we could do basically is just, you know, take these passwords here, and it's just takes a while to copy paste them all out, but you know, we're gonna do it pretty fast because we are what we are. We are master copy pasters, alright? Then we're gonna go to any so let's touch a file and call it What was the room name again? Fowsniff. It's a very interesting name. Fowsniff users for. Okay. And we're gonna put the users in. Fowsniff passwords and nano into 4. And copy paste the password. Now this is very boring, I know, but it's the way to go. And you will also learn this is just something you will have to do. So let's go back again. So I'm gonna set the password file to Fowsniff password, and I'm gonna set the username file to Fowsniff users, and I think the rhost, yes, so we set rhost 2. I'm gonna take the IP address for this particular service. And the port is right, so I think it's just about exploiting it now. That's right, exploit. And one failed. Oh, this is gonna take a while, so let me just get back when this is done. Alright, so while we waited, I just realized that I forgot something. So it's just been running for a long time, as you can see. And I just realized I forgot to add one password. So I think what we're gonna do now is basically just go back, because I forgot, you know. And we tried all these, so let me just, whoops. No. No. Just delete all of this and put in this password that we didn't get before. So that is the one path we're gonna use. So I think if we are quite lucky now, we should let me just see options one more time. For stop and success, we'll just say true. And let's explore it again, because you know, that's the thing. Sometimes you just you know, forget it, and that's the way it is. So let's see what we get this time. So yeah. Taking its time. All right then. So 4th user, let's get it. No, what? No. Well, let's let this run for a bit. I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna backtrack. Did I forget something, or did I not? All right. So I just checked it, and it would seem that I need to Scooby-Doo. Let's just take this for now, because I think I just had to look up pretty fast because I don't know why this isn't working. So let's just go back to clearing and say show options, because I think I tried it all now. So let's set the password to the one that I verified it is, because I did that just beforehand, you know. So I'm just take this, and I know the username now is, I'm pretty fairly confident it is Sana. So let's take this now. Now it should work. I just don't know. We can also just type run, and you see that we have successful login with this. I don't know why it didn't work for with the word list, but maybe it's I don't know. So what we can do now is basically go back and say Netcat, and Netcat is a beautiful tool for many things. Let's go ahead and copy paste the IP address one more time, and just do no. I just copy pasted the IP address one more time. Yes, and then let's connect to port 110 and say users, Sana, and password. Spell it correctly the first time. That is the way, and there we go. Unknown command. Why is that unknown? I did it right. Welcome to Fowsniff's user. Sena. Password. What am I doing wrong? Alright, so I think what I did wrong is I wrote password, so it's sometime. User. Sena. Pass. Scooby-Doo number 2. Yeah, okay, there we go. Just me and being silly. Now we're in with, let's type lists. And we can see we have two different, I don't know how to explain this, but two different, let's do retrieve 1. And then we get the first, email. And we see that the email is from Stone, and he's basically writing, active skin entry. Your temporary password for SSH is this. So now that we have that, let's just keep it there. Oops. Then let's also do number 2 and just see if we got something different. Yeah, so you might think that even though that this was sent in an email, we got access directly to it by having some leaked passwords, or in this particular case they were pretty bad, so we can probably brute force it, but that would probably be found. But yeah, we know. So I guess we should do SSH now, and then go ahead and do, maybe that is the correct, is that the username, and then do copy paste, and then do, there we go, yes, and then the password would be secure shell, which is the most perfect and stupid password in the whole world. There we go. Okay. That's weird. Secure shell. So maybe we should go back and read this a bit more again. So it says you must change this password possible, and you will do one of my guardians. So a leak attacker posted online. Comes to my office, earliest convenience service, cable sending. So the other ones should be pressed today. Going to head home. Please need to change your email password. So it would seem that Skylar tells Baxton that he needs to change his password. And the email password for Baxton is something like that, but so this is probably not active anymore. So maybe we should try and maybe we should just try. This is a wild one, I haven't read this well enough, but let's just try Baxton and say secure shell. No, didn't work. Very interesting. Maybe we should just go ahead and just check this out. So the original message was sent from Stone. So Stone is probably some security guy to Sena, indicating this is a very important event. And we can suspect that this is already changed for Sena. And Baxton resent this email to Sena saying that that he'll read it when he get back. So there's a slight chance. Then I guess. Like maybe. What is that? The temporary password for. Oh, boop. Typical me. This is the password. Okay, so let's take. Then Baxton should be the correct one. There we go. Okay, my typical. It's early morning. I'm not reading the text. I should read the text. We have access. Doesn't really matter now. And it's we have the user access. Let's go back to the room. What do we need to do now? Username, password, cat, yes. We're seeing as passwords. The Scooby-Doo, I think it was. Let's pop that. That's fine. What is the temporary password? And we can take that now. Come on. And paste that in. And answer that. And answer that. And something about reverse shell. Yeah, we can go ahead and watch other reverse shells on Pentest Monkey, and the different ones are used, I guess, more or less all of them. Maybe not Ruby, I don't remember I did that, but it's different versions of how you can, get reverse shell to connect to your machine. Let's just accept that I read this, and if you hadn't found this, okay, so we're actually getting direct. Well, if you have not found out already, this file is run as root when a user connects to the machine using SSH. Notice we note this is as when the first connect we can see when we get a given banner. Look in this file, message of the day. If after put reverse shell, execute the file, root, get root. So let's just click that list, Netcat listener. So I'm gonna not click this now and go ahead and do what they said. So let's check out this particular path here, message of the day. Let's see what this is all about. Let's cat it out. No, there you go. And message of the day. I got a 00 header, and this is basically printing welcome to blah blah blah. And I think this particular one here is welcome to I don't know if that is the one, because I don't really see it right. We can also do 10 help. No, not the one. 91, not the one. 9, no. So it might be that this file here could be interesting. I don't know yet. It is being run as root. So if I cannot write directly to it. If I could that, maybe I could get it shelled this way. That would be quite interesting. So I think what we should do now is just do what I usually do, because I don't want to do exactly what it tells me. I want to go ahead and look for, just to do what I usually do, SUID files, which is files that can be executed with the rights of root. So let's see if we can find something interesting here. So that is the command. I don't see a lot of stuff here going on. You know, I don't really know what this TryHackMe is, but there is a website called GTFO bins. I think it's this one here. And this website, you can put in like a binary file you found with the SUID set, and then you can find out whether there's some way to privilege escalate further using that. Now, these kind of files that see here is not that interesting, so I'm not saying we should do much here. So I think we should run another command. So let's first try to run groups and see what groups we're in. Now, we're in users and Baxton group, so that really says that we can go ahead and run the command called find. Let me see if we can find it here. Group users, and then do basically the same up here. So now we're gonna look for different kind of files and folders that I can access. And we have the very first one here with what's called cube. Now, in this particular example of this room, you can read about something called cube, I think it is. Where was it again? There we go. Something about cube file. And that is the file that we probably need to access in some way. Let's go have a look at this file. It's a cube sh file, so let's copy paste this. Clear screen, cat it out. And this is something we saw when we logged in. So this file here is probably used in message of the day when we log in. So let's go ahead and check out the rights for the file. And it seems like that we are in the group of users and we can read or write directly to it, which probably basically means we can go inside of it and I can do a dot, save it, and it's there. So, and I can prove that by catting it out, and we can see the dot here. So in this particular example, I should be able to log in as Baxton one more time, SSH, get this message of the day to be called. It will call this file here, and since message of the day is called by root, what is inside here would be executed as root, so we can get reverse shell back. So what I should do is basically go ahead and do a Netcat listener on port 4444 and nano inside of this, and basically just append to this any kind of bash script that could connect back to me. Now this is an sh file, wasn't it? Yes, so we could basically go ahead and take the link to other reverse shells and take this, it would seem. Let's assume that is okay. And then say we're gonna connect back to port 4444, and the machine is going to be 10.11.021, which is my machine. Then save it, exit, SSH back in, copy paste the password, we have some 4, and no. That didn't exactly work the way we hoped it would work. So no, we didn't get any connection. So let's go back and see. It is there. So maybe printf. Maybe we should try. Let's see. Cube. Maybe we should try a command line Python instead. So let's take this Python script. Get back in. Paste the selected one and say 4444. And that's it, I guess. Do we have Python? Python 3? Okay, we have Python 3. So that's very important when you verify is that the script you put in should be called with the right version, Python 3. So exit now and SSH back in and see if this works now, and boom. Oh, wrong one. There you go. No? Okay. So let's try one more time. Let's go to this, nano inside of it. Let's remove the top, go to bottom instead, and paste in another way Python to connect directly back to us. Let's see, we have the IP address here and the port 4444, and we're gonna connect to 10.11.0.201. I think that would be it one more time, and exit Baxton. Now, I know this is the way to do it, I'm just not doing it correctly. There we go. Now it's hanging and we have root. We are now root, so let's go to root. And we have a flag, so let's just cat out the flag, and that's it, you know. We didn't get any flag but directly here for this particular room, so it's just completed. I tried another Python shell just to say that. That's the one they posted here, and that is not the best one in my. So let's go ahead and say Python reverse shell. I have my other window here, so let's take this here to the GitHub. I think this is the right one. So, and there are different ones here you can choose from, and this is the one I chose. So basically just go ahead and search up Python reverse shell in Google and you will get it. So this particular room was an easy room, but it took a lot of time because a lot of my video crashed in the middle, so maybe there's gonna be a slight difference in lighting or something. I'm not really sure, but you know, it's okay, I guess. I kind of like these videos because it makes you like interact with the whole thing, like a mail server, and you get to do stuff which is really important and fun. So I'm just saying, lovely machine. I really liked it and hope you liked it too, and if you did so, please consider subscribing to my channel, and also next time I'm gonna see you again, and have a really nice day. Bye.